is there towards like A, and Alpha here will be the first one to get first blood. Oxy off the board.
Yeah. And it's interesting as well, not just the double duelist, but who we have on it. It is Alpha, as he would be the ISO on the Haven comp, for example. Kayak, as we know him to be a Yoru player. And Sayonara actually taking the Sova role from Chronicle, where previously Hero didn't do that. Chronicle played Sova every single time they showed it in their Champions run.
After that pick, a slow pivot towards A. C9 have a fairly good idea. There's been no presence outside of B, and they've gambled correctly. The utility being sent forward, but it's Vic who is able to catch Kayak off guard. Still we go even, and with 30 seconds remaining, FNATIC decide, hey, we want nothing to do with that side of the map, let's head elsewhere.
Two of the duelists off the board. C9 don't have any more of those in short supply, and so Moose will be on the B site by himself. FNATIC 3 players to the good here into their execute.
Yeah, this is a site that's notoriously hard to hold. With time being so low, the spike will probably go down with much less contention, right? Moose doesn't want to give that away. The gravity well not working out. And we'll move into post.
Yeah, hoping that maybe there was a chance that he could pull Sayonara from the plantable area, but within safety, FNATIC move to post plant, and now you've got to look at the utility. Sayonara still with a full belt, double shocks, the reveal available for C9. They've got smokes and a flash on Zeppa.
Yeah, something that Alpha Air's been holding on to is that undercut, the vulnerability. Chronicle already, though, takes Zeppa off the board, keeping it an even contest between the two. The utility has been decent so far, but it's the time that's getting low, trying to push forward. They've still not taken Vic off of the spike.
Revealed instead, and yeah, they're just going to bait that one straight in. Hook, line, and sinker. Alpha Air reels him into his direction, and it's a nasty one tap to open the B site.
Yeah, but the players for C9 are trying to flood back in, or at least hold for backside. They do so successfully. Spike's still not down.
Such an important part of the map. They'll still keep a foothold on it, C9, but strip back the numbers yet again. FNATIC with another kill. 3 players in this area, only Oxy to hold it down, but when he gets going, nothing can stop him. Already 1 to the good. A man advantage for them to play around with.
Spike still down, time ticking away. Alpha will at least get it back in hand, but Oxy all in the middle, all on his own. Rossi downs the spike again. It's up to Boaster, it's up to the captain, but with 4 seconds left, yep, it'll be as easy as that.
Really smart from Rossi to just
head straight through into the back lines, and C9 are sandwiched here. They'll clear out Zeppa, and well, Vic's got nowhere to go, Hazza. The spike goes down easy enough. Sure, the time is low, but C9, they're left to pick up the pieces.
I mean, again, the attack speed of FNATIC, just so picture perfect. They catch it at just the right time, and Alfia with the double tap as well.
If his timing is correct, he'll catch the Kayak's TP back out.
Alpha, yeah, gets the first. Kayak a little delayed in terms of trading that out, and here is Oxy, his chance to make a mark. Gets one, but Sayonara has him beat. Hell to rights, 3-on-3. Flank still coming in from Boaster. The line has to hold. Alpha, yeah, gets one. He's bought enough time for his IGL. Smoke towards the direction of the spike. It directly on it. Paranoia comes in. Boaster looking for the TP. Down from Vic. Oxy holding the line. Played in now. His chance to strike, but only gets one.
That advantage, right? No more smokes that the defense can use for one-ways and the like. Oh, I see that. Moose is still alive, actually. I'm talking nonsense. Double bubble being used by C9.
I think that's probably the best thing that you've ever said in a Scottish accent, Cairo. Double bubble.
Double bubble.
Man advantage for FNATIC for now, though, and the map goes quiet. This is where C9 need to take it upon themselves to get some of that info, and Rossi has already done so. Aldrone invested on the longer line of sight, and Moose playing around the edge of this nebula quite nicely.
FNATIC again in this mid-round, starting to make their way through mid. C9 have an idea though, right? Because you're starting to see this crossfire set up between Rossi and Zeppa.
I love the info denial on this Viper Orb as well. Kayak can get so close before they walk back out of it. It goes down. Rossi, double kill. And Zeppa, the last line of defense between Chronicle and the B plant. 25 seconds still for him to try and figure something out here. Has the snake bite. Should he bring it into post? Looks like C9 will roll out the red carpet and give him an opportunity to say his piece.
Toxin screen down. 10 seconds
I think
left.
C9 are doubting themselves though. Wondering if perhaps there's a chance he had got a timing towards the A side through Link. That spike down. They will know it's the B side.
That's far too close. I mean, the knife comes in here. Can't use the snake bite. Zephyr just has to bide his time. Chronicle still walking up though.
There's pings going out towards CT. They know there's a timing that Chronicle can take here.
Zephyr just has to be aware of it, keeping half an eye. It's still a 1v1 for all intents and purposes. Chronicle left down to his own devices, but so capable to carry FNATIC through. The cornerstone of this roster is starting to get going on Abyss. It won't be planted for him. The bite around the corner is difficult to land. It's missed the mark. It won't be on Moose's position, but the crosshair hits him. Can't quite get the second. Vic playing around the smoke, gets his first, looking for more. Chronicle shuts it down. FNATIC on the site. C9 playing off it. Seemingly Rossi able to do damage. That's 2 from the Hunter's Fury, keeping them in front as the spike goes down.
It's Kayak that's the one to get that down. In terms of what they can use, there's only 1 blind side and 2 shock darts on Sayonara. It's the two of the youngest on the roster. Kayak getting 2 of his own. It's up to the 16-year-old to bring it up again.
Sayonara has the reveal, can try and use this to play around. Now the cue of the drop. Knows that Oxy's up close, finishes him off without any hassle at all. Moose, the other side of him, a consistent player for C9, a mainstay in their Americas roster last year, but it's the new boy who's...
Dimensional drift being used has to gain the information that they need. It hasn't resulted in the kill until now. Zephyr getting spammed out, and even invest in the Viper's pit to make it more secure in towards Link. But Oxy is making sure the whole site is secure. 3 versus 2. C9 are 1 to the good.
Vic has a really strong position here as well. He just needs to wait for the cavalry to arrive.
Spike finally making its way forward. The pit being dropped indicates that Chronicle is out of it. And C9 Rossi will clean it up. A big round for A, putting utility forward. Mush trying to use the shorty, but he only finds the fake out from Kayak.
Booth double up into the corner as well. Rossi was here too. A couple more kills from the fragging IGL. Yet still C9 trail from this position. FNATIC with another quick execute. They've dropped bodies on the site, but there's still 2 more to get through.
All down. Paranoia pushes Kayak even further forward. That snake bite will land towards the player behind, but it doesn't hit Zephyr. Chronicle now up above, up against Zephyr.
That you should perhaps expect Boaster to be in as the rest of the execute makes its way through. Strong arming this side of the push is Kayak. A double headshot from the player on the former mini Apex team now is up against Zephyr. Double back from him. 3-on-3 spike goes down.
Yeah, now a little pause, but with time so low, this Hunter's Fury creating delay is massive. Sayonara chops the head of Zephyr, and now we head into post.
As I said before, kind of butchered my words there, but the first graduate from Mini FNATIC, he's come over from Apex, just doing Kayak things. It's exactly what we expect. Shock just past the mark though onto Sayonara. Can Oxy have his say before the halftime bell rings? Phantom in hand, but little util to work with. It's just the updraft between the 2 C9 players, and Chronicle has wedged himself right in the middle. Rossi removes him. Thorn from the side. Low HP on FNATIC here, but C9 just have nowhere to go. Oxy needs 1 bullet and a half stick if there's any chance that he can win this against Sayonara. He's looking for the duel. Sayonara's looking for the P, which he will win. The way that they've played this cohesive so far. It's onto the shoulders of Kayak to get things started, but he goes down and is left alone by Chronicle. They're playing for the retake now.
FNATIC at the same time have started to find inroads deep into enemy lines. Moose is all on his own and he can't even win the first engagement. Now they send it in and upset the post plant that C9 were trying to set up. Need to be careful as now FNATIC are trying to send themselves forward. Vic holding on to main, and it's back to a 2v2. Didn't think about Chronicle being towards heaven, and Chronicle didn't think about Zephyr.
Boaster in another clutch. He thrives in this kind of environment.
Well, he'll need to thrive here. He'll need to show us something, because Zeppa has certainly been hitting heads, although Boaster will gain control of the spike. It's halved at the very least. Another tap to show that it is halved, and Zeppa gives himself up by dropping off. Died on the edge of A. Alpha needs to be careful, but he doesn't, because he's got the support of Sayonara. The undercut made people vulnerable, and the Bulldog gets to work.
Looking more and more one-sided, smokes in towards top site. Boaster mirrors it, TP in one tag onto the scout, but instead, look, it's the stingers that come through.
Needs to be an ace clutch, Hazza.
And if there was anyone to do it in any kind of fashion to win it out, it would be Sayonara. Damage on the first. All three players are hit. They're within striking distance for the young Moldovan talent. Jumping out wide, Rossi will take him off.
Kayak get pinged out there, but with that, he'll TP out. Sayonara gets rid of Vic. Remember, Oxy's still low. Kayak needs to be careful, because Oxy's so good in heads-up gunfights.
Gets a haircut.
Spike planted.
Sayonara still floating around middle, was thinking about the possibility of a flank, but he's given up vent in the process, puts Moose on this strong off angle. Hard to predict, even harder to hit. Zeppa with the next, and just like that, C9 in prime position to add another round to their tally. They keep chipping away at the cliff face. And Alpha in a position where it's just too hard to get anything done. His work is cut out for him on 27 points of health, looking to bail from this situation now. For the timing towards danger, but the execute is now coming in, and he's the one off site. It's Alpha instead, all hands on deck.
Hunter's Fury as well, and players are actually pinged out through an info dart, trying to play through the cosmic divide. It's still all even on either side. A little bit of a pause to allow the spike to go down. We head into post.
Cosmic Divide will run out. And then what is there beyond that here for C9? They do have the Astra utility towards the spike. It's an interesting plant towards the backside, I think. No, it isn't. It is just the default one, but the star is yet to be used. Finally drops down, but Kayak's already up close and personal. Vic's not going to see this one coming, but still, he is aware of it. Acute meets his maker at the end. Sayonara one back. The Gravwell just slightly off of his position. They can now start to work. So what, 2 versus 2 still from this position. They've managed to get it half down to the one-on-one. Sayonara's been so good in these so far. Up against Moose, he will continue to try and bait him in, but Moose stands tall between the teams now.
Yeah, Oxy being aggressive. He's moving with purpose. Zeppa got Sayonara, but Kayak gets the opposite duelist. Kill feed has been a bit active, but it's C9 who come out on top, and it leaves Alpha to pick up any pieces that was left in this round.
Vic just didn't move. As we all held our tongue, Boaster just walked straight into it. Now Alpha 1 versus 3. You're going to find this one really difficult to win. I mean, look, Vic is on the other side of the map. Had he got a clean engagement on Moose there would have been half a chance, but you don't even want to use the ult, because if you do, you're just a sitting duck for whoever is outside of the ISO realm. Until towards the spike, pulls him by the scruff of the neck, but here's Vic, round the backside. What kind of combinations they can give to us here. Ult brought in by Alfia, has the Bulldog to try and work with. Looking to try and find that second pick, and he just wins every single time in his ult. Couple of missed shots from Oxy, finally. Oxy's hit everything! He has come to life in the blink of an eye. And with Chronicle trying his best, it's not enough. The ace from Oxy. You do have Rossi still lurking around mid, seeing if FNATIC would have been going for a retake from the lower side of the map themselves, but that's not the case. It is 4 players, 5 in fact, out through security, and they've already started to lock it down.
They still have the heaven space, the smoke drops and Chronicle wins. Now it's up to the 2 left on C9. It looks like it's going to be a clean sweep. It's a flawless.
About to go down. Alpha, yeah, peeking into the obvious shot. Moose not able to hit that one, but when he does, Alpha, yes, prepared. Sayonara from the vent now. It is a split retake from FNATIC, but they're going through the motions and finding the kills. 3v5.
C9 are just given 1v1s, and FNATIC have been winning them. Well, for the most part, 2 out of 3. Still got Oxy alive, and so is Vic. We're back to a even, just for a moment, before Vic takes the advantage for himself. Oxy compounding that, looking to take 12. C9 will hit. FNATIC need to be careful and clear below them. The paranoia's been sent either way, and it's Vic again who takes that initial pick. C9 look to take that best step forward and win out their first series. 2 to the good.
Great opportunity for them to do so. It's Oxy again. The blades coming in. Sayonara one back, but this post plant is so scary to try and deal with.
It is. 2v4 has and a Hunter's Fury to rely upon if you're C9. This is looking all but confirmed. They're looking to send themselves to 1 and all. Not before Chronicle at least get 1. That's it. C9 will win out.
Huge result for Cloud9 in the